Hello everyone, myself Harshit. We are Team Lancelot. So today I'm excited to introduce you to PixelSpeak, innovative gamified language learning app. I'll be walking you through the key features of our app while giving you a live demo. So here basically in the home page we have login and sign up functionality. I'll demonstrate you the user authentication part. Basically you need to enter username and then email. So now we are redirected to dashboard. Even I'll show you the login functionality for the same user. So as you can see, if we click the wrong password, the user is not authenticated. And if we provide the correct password, again we are redirected to the dashboard. After logging in, the users are redirected to this dashboard uh, where you can track your progress, select language to learn, and also view the leaderboard standings. Here we can see there is a progress bar for each language. So now we can choose a new language to learn among these three languages. So as we can see, this user didn't learn about any language. So let's choose a language. Let's choose Hindi. And here what we are doing is we are basically calling the backend API on uh, based on the topic we choose. Like we chose Hindi, so the backend API calls Gemini API endpoint to generate the lessons and as well as quiz questions for the uh, Hindi language. So basically here we are calling the backend Gemini API. And while loading, we kept jokes here. We kept small jokes so that user won't be bored. So now we can see that the app displays that we are learning Hindi and the backend API generated the lessons and as well as questions for the quiz. So here we can also see the total score of the user as well as there's a home icon which takes us to the dashboard. So now here we can see there are three levels: beginner, intermediate and advanced. You can't access intermediate and advanced without finishing the beginner. So let's go through how the beginner section looks like. So here we can see that the topic is Hindi and the level is beginner, and this is the lesson for the Hindi language at a beginner level. So we are asking the Gemini API to generate the lesson for the Hindi language on a beginner level. So it generates the language based on the level it was given. So here we can see at a beginner level it generated the alphabets, vowels and etc. So at the intermediate level it generates the intermediate level lessons like how to write or how to read or how to pronounce and etc. And at the advanced level it tells us to how to understand the statements and etc. So here you can see it generated quite a few uh, basic phrases and consonants etc. And then there's a back functionality which redirects us to the path page. And this is the instructions of the game. The user can read the instructions. Basically what we are doing is we are storing each option of a question in a different asteroid which is in the form of a circle, and there is a center shooter which shoots the options. So if the user shoots the correct option, then the score increases by 100. So for reaching the next level, I like intermediate, you need to reach at least the score of 200. And for moving the shooter, W moves the shooter forward, A rotates the shooter left, D rotates the shooter right, and space fires the projectile. So let's go to the game. So here this is the game, and based on the question you can randomly shoot and you can move and then shoot. So I'm just randomly shooting here. So if the score is greater than 200, the next level will be generated. So here we can see you have completed the beginner level and the total score is 200, and then the intermediate level is also unlocked. So here we can see in the intermediate level the lessons are on an intermediate level, like see the sentences, we can learn about the sentences and etc. And then it's the same, we need to start the game and then play the game to answer the questions. So that's the quiz part, and then let's check the progress part. So here we can see as we completed beginner part, the Hindi progress was moved a bit further, and the beginner is marked as completed. And then now we can log out using the logout functionality, which is here. So if I click logout, I'll be redirected to home page. So that's the demo of our app. For the technologies, we used MERN stack for building our front end and back end, and then we used Gemini API for calling to generate the language, to generate lessons based on the language, and uh, to generate the answers and questions for the quiz. And for user authentication, we used JWT and etc. So that's the demo. Thank you for the